Hello brothers and sisters, welcome to another episode here on Dangerous African Confessions HD. In this episode we have the continuation of the story from our brother Samuel, who was sharing with us how and why his friend sacrificed himself for his poor family. Before we go into what we have for this episode, I would love to take this opportunity to thank each and everyone who is part of this family. The time you spend to watch these videos means a lot to us as a team, and it encourages us to continue to bring these confessions to you. We appreciate your subscription and likes, as well as the comments. Thank you, and let's get to what we have for today. In this episode, the confession we are about to listen to broke me when I first listened to the audio that was sent.
He told me, "Samuel, do you remember what I told you when we were still in school?" I really had forgotten about whatever he was referring to. So, he told me, "Do you remember when we were about writing our final exams and your father had finished paying my fees for? I told you that, when we go out there from school, and things do not change, I cannot watch my younger brothers and sister to also suffer the same way I did." That is exactly what happened. And today, whatever I have is for them. They are the reason why I did whatever it is that I did. It would have killed my soul if I should to see them suffer. I have laid down my life for them to be comfortable. Please, whatever happens, they know about you. Just make sure they will invest wisely and make good use of this opportunity that I never had. I love you as a brother and not a friend. Take good care of them for me. They are your brothers and sister now. He said these things to me and gave up his last breath.
As part of our policy, I've made some editing to hide the identity. Please kindly subscribe, share and like our videos. Kindly hit the notification bell so you will be the first to get notification to our videos when we upload. Without wasting much of your time, let's go and listen to the story.
I remember when we had finished writing our last papers. The night before we left campus. We stayed up till the next morning. Eric said something to me that night. He said that, "You have a good man as a father. Never disrespect your father for any reason. He is a very good man. I want to tell you something, I don't know what is waiting for me out there. But then, when we go out there from school, and things do not change, I cannot watch my younger brothers and sister to also suffer this way. It would kill my soul if I should to see them suffer the same way I have." The next day, we all packed our things and left the school. We all went to my house to eat before Eric left for his own place. I went into my room to pick something, and when I returned, he was on his knees thanking my father for all the things he did for him back in the school. My father asked him to get up and he told Eric to push hard and always remember that he is welcome anytime, any day. He gave Eric some money and I escorted him. Sadly, I tried my best to go and visit my friend, but then, he never gave me the directions to his house. But he did visit us sometime with his siblings. And that was the last time I ever saw Eric. Even when our results came, I thought I would meet him in the school, but he never stepped foot there to collect his results. At least, if he did, someone would have seen him. But, none of our friends seems to have seen him on campus to collect his results. I went to the University of Ghana, Legon. And after that, I also enrolled in the Ghana Institute of Journalism. Currently, I am working with one of the top radio stations in this country, here in Kumasi as the morning show host. One day, whilst I was in the studio working, I was given a notification that someone is looking for me. I asked who it was, and I was told that the gentleman said that he didn't want to mention his name because he wanted to surprise me. The messenger added that he was driving a very nice black Lincoln Navigator. Since I was on air that time, I told them to allow the person wait for me in the visitors area. Right after the program, I stepped out to check who that person was. And to my surprise, it was Eric, who was looking all fine and dapper. In fact, I was very happy to see him. He asked if I was through with my program and I said yes. So, he offered to take me out so we can have something to eat. We did. And when we were at the restaurant, the first thing he did was to ask about my father. I told him my father was no more. He was quiet for some time, and I saw tears in his eyes. He said he was sorry for not being around to bid him the farewell he deserved from him. I asked him how come he never bothered to even visit us. Then again, he was quiet and never spoke a word. After some time, he touched me and said, "You know what, let's forget about that. The most important thing is that he is now here and we should catch up the times we've lost." I knew there that he had a lot to say, but he just wasn't ready. So, I let it slide. We ate and did chat about all the fun moments we had back in school. When we had done with the food and was about to leave, he asked if I was going back to the station or home. I told him that I was closed for the day. Since he is around, I will not return to the station. He said he wanted to go and show me something. I didn't know what it was until we got this nice building. We entered the house and that was when he told me the house is his. I didn't want to believe, but here was this gateman calling him Sir Welcome. There was no point for me not to believe. He told me that, "I know you are shocked, but then you should know that everything is possible in life. If only you fight and want something better for yourself." In fact, his house was like a palace. This was so beautiful. I was happy at least my friend is now living good and there was no point for him to be sad again. We went inside the house and I couldn't believe what I was seeing inside the house. The decoration in the house alone speaks money. It was just nice and beautiful. We talked a little and said that the reason why he was quiet when I told him my father is dead is because he wanted to give my father a gift. And since he is not around to receive it, though my own is there, he wanted to give my father's own to me first. He went inside his room and came back with an envelope. The envelope was too. He asked me to follow her outside. We went to where his cars were parked. There was this black Benz. He told me it belongs to my father and since he is not around, automatically it belongs to me. He gave me the keys to the car. I couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing. Eric, now a big boy, buying my father a gift. And it is no gift than a Mercedes-Benz. I asked him where he got all the money from. He asked me to just enjoy the moment and not ask unnecessary questions. He told me he has a very deep secret to tell me. But he would do that at the appropriate time. He asked me to take the car home, because it belongs to me now. I didn't want to, but knowing the kind of person Eric is, I had no choice than to do just that. I didn't go with my own car, because I left it at the station when he came for me. So, I drove home in this new black Benz. We kept on talking for days. And sometimes he would come to my workplace and after my program we would go and have fun. One day, he said he wanted me to know everything about him. It was one evening when we were sitting at our usual spot. He told me that he owns 16 mansions in the country. 10 of them is fully completed and the rest is at roofing level. I asked why so many buildings. He told me that he had to build in every capital city one building. He didn't want to go and sleep in a hotel when he goes there on business trip or any reason. He said he doesn't like the idea of sleeping in a hotel. He explained and told me a lot about his businesses. And I was still in shock about how successful my friend is. Not that I wasn't happy for him. But I was just surprised or shocked, if that is the right word to use. In about a space of 3 months, he showed me all his properties scattered around the country. He took me to his businesses and told them that I was his brother. Anywhere we will go, he tells them that, if for some reason he is not around, I will be the one to take over till the small ones are of age to be able to control the affairs of the company. I asked him why he keeps talking as if he was going to die. He told me that death is something that no one will escape. So, he wanted them to know that, should in case anything of that sort happens, I will take over from him till his younger brothers and sister is of age. This time, I got the chance to meet all of his siblings. They were living good. If you are related to Eric now, why won't you live good? They always seem happy. Now it got to a time that I had not heard from Eric for almost a month. So, I decided to check on him one Friday after work. I went to his house and asked about his whereabouts from his gateman. He told me that his boss was in the house. But then he said for almost a week now, he has not stepped foot outside. I asked if he has been there to check on him. He told me that sometimes he can be inside for days and will not step foot there, so he is used to that. I went inside and he was not in the living room. So, I went straight to his bedroom. Eric was lying in bed, and the moment you see him, you will get to know that something serious is happening. I asked him what the problem was. He told me to sit down and listen to what he wants to tell me very well. He asked me to go and open one of the wardrobes in the room. It was full of documents. He told me that everything that he owns in that wardrobe. Everything he said was in the name of his siblings. But he wanted me to make sure they make good use of everything he has suffered to put up when he is gone. I asked when he is gone where. That was when Eric was able to tell me that he was dying. And he knows it. I asked what he means by he knows it. He said that, Samuel, do you remember what I told you when we were still in school? I really had forgotten about whatever he was referring to. So, he told me, do you remember when we were about writing our final exams and your father had finished paying my fees? I told you that, when we go out there from school, and things do not change, I cannot watch my younger brothers and sister to also suffer the same way I did. I told him I remember. But then I was confused at first. So, I asked him what he really wanted to tell me. He said that, this is exactly what happened. And today, whatever I have is for them. They are the reason why I did whatever it is that I did. It would have killed my soul if I should to see them suffer. I have laid down my life for them to be comfortable. Please, whatever happens, they know about you. Just make sure they will invest wisely and make good use of this opportunity that I never had. I tried to know exactly what he did. He said that, all I have to know is that he used himself as a sacrifice when he had gone out looking for money. Because he needed to sacrifice someone that he loves. But he had only 3 siblings that he loved so much, and was not ready to lose anyone. So, he offered to sacrifice himself but pleaded to be given some years to put in place what he needs to do. And the years he was given is due. He asked me never to talk to his siblings about his source of income. He just wanted them to be happy. He said, Samuel, I love you as a brother and not a friend. Take good care of them for me. They are your brothers and sister now. He said these things to me, and gave up his last breath. That was how my friend died in his bed. Right in front of me. This is the first time I am opening up about this to anyone. I just hope I will be able to affect someone sharing this story with you. Thank you, brother.
Please kindly subscribe, share and like our videos. Kindly hit the notification bell so you will be the first to get notification to our videos when we upload. Like I always say, these are not just stories for story's sake. They are meant for us not to make these mistakes our brothers and sisters are making. That's why we share these stories with you. I hope we've all learned something important from the story. In our quest to make it in life, please let's be mindful of the choices that we make. Because it can either make or unmake you in a long run. And also, we should know that there is no shortcut in life that will not come at a cost. Today, you might be in a situation that seems to be overwhelming, but I promise you that there is a bigger and perfect picture of you standing at the end of it all. Just fight the battle today, and win it. In that way, you can be proud and enjoy the fruit of your labor in peace. Remember also that life is not a race, where we all must fight to make it to the finish line in time. Our destinies are different, so choose how you live your life wisely. Stay blessed and be safe. Thanks for being a part of this growing family. Kindly share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. And if you are new here, please subscribe, like, share and wait for our next episode.